Hello everyone and welcome back to this brand new video. I'm Minos Schouten and today I'm here at Circuitpark Bergen with my Rotex Maxine here. Today I'm just going to have a practice day. It's Friday, so there are not really a lot of drivers and that's nice. But it starts to rain and that's not what we hoped for, also not what we expected, because the forecast said it would be dry until 2 o'clock. But the rain is already coming down right now, so I'm not sure. We can just do the first session on slicks. We'll see. Hopefully it will stay a bit dry this morning, but since it's already raining I don't really expect a lot of it. But yeah, the track isn't that wet already, so maybe we can drive on slicks for a few laps and see how that goes. I have no idea. So this is going to be my first session of the day on slicks, and as I thought earlier, it was raining a little bit before, so I wasn't really sure what the track conditions exactly would be. But eventually I found out the track was just dry, but a little bit slippery as well. So my main goal was just to try to keep the car on the track and try to get it under my control. And throughout the first few laps, I just wanted to get everything on temperature, especially the engine. Last time I was driving here, my engine failed after 5 minutes. So if you want to see that video, you can check it out on my channel as well. So I was just trying to get everything on temperature and also trying to get to know the track a bit more, because this track is very fast and technical, and I was a bit insecure when it comes to driving this track in these conditions. So I just wanted to try and get a little bit more confidence. And of course, only a few laps later it started to rain again, and there wasn't really any standing water on the track, but the track was wet, so there wasn't really a lot of grip, and I could go into the pits to change to wet tires, but I was actually having so much fun that I just decided to keep driving. And I really enjoyed this session because you can try out a lot of things, a lot of different lines and steering inputs, to see what works and what doesn't. And throughout this session I made a lot of mistakes, but I also learned from them throughout the session, so I was having fun and also getting a bit better, so I also got a bit more confidence as well. This session was just a lot of fun. Even though I made a lot of mistakes, I still really enjoyed it, and I was also very happy that I could just keep the car on the track and not spin out or go off the track. So this was a very fun session for me. Okay, so we've just done the first session on slicks, and all the rain came down just when I started the session, and now it's still raining and the track is super wet. Not what we expected, but it happened. So now we just put on rain tires and just use a wet setup. So that means setting the front tires more wide and the rear tires smaller. And we also try to make the frame a bit stiffer by just tightening these ones up, and we're also going to tighten up the rear bumper. So now it is time for my second session of the day on rain tires with a rain setup, and this session didn't really go that well for me. I thought it would be so much easier to drive the kart now, and I could just go so much faster. And that was true, I could go faster and it was easier, but I was still asking too much from the kart. I was expecting too much, and it ended me up over pushing too much and actually spinning out more on rain tires than I did on slicks. So it didn't really go that well for me, and later on we also found out there was still a lot of things we could improve on with the setup. The tire pressures were too low, and we only changed a few things about the setup, but we found out there was so much more that we could change about the setup, and yeah, this just wasn't the best session for me. But luckily we learned from it and we could just improve on the setup and my driving throughout the rest of the day. So, big hit. So crashes like these happen basically all the time in karting, so it really wasn't that much of a big deal. Luckily the kart wasn't damaged and I didn't really feel any pain, except a little bit in my neck, but that was it. So I could just keep driving. So I just had my second session, and this session I was driving on rain tires. It was still very hard for me. I didn't really know where the grip was. I still don't really know where the grip is, but I'm just going to try and look for it. Now we've changed the setup a bit more. We set it a bit. We set the frame a bit higher in the front to have more pressure on the front wheels, and see what that does. We got a tip from somebody here, so we're trying that out. So that was it for the video today. I hope you liked it, and if you liked it and you want to see more, then you could check out my channel and subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any new content. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again.